Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to go back to Genesis for a song from 1978, off their 1978 album, and then there were three. The name of the song is The Lady Lies. Just so happens I have a copy of this album right here that was purchased in the mid-'80s. It was actually a used copy, but it has served me very well. This is a lengthy album. Actually, it's probably like 50, 55 minutes or something like that. And this is one of the last songs on the record. Yeah, it's the one just before the final song, Follow You, Follow Me, which was actually a moderate hit for them. But it's a really cool track. It's always struck me as a pretty strong one, considering this is the time period when Steve Hackett has just left the band, and it's down to three people, you know, for basically the classic lineup that happened after that everybody knows Genesis for. It's a turning point album. This is possibly the best song. It all depends on your point of view. I didn't even know about this particular video clip. I just happened to stumble on it the other day, and I thought it'd be great to just take a look at it. So, Adrian, what's your experience with this song?
I remember this song from less than 10 years after it was released. I first heard it in 1985, and I believe it was released in 78.
Yep, that was the big year for us, 85. I mean, we were familiar with some Genesis before that, for sure. We already had a couple out, like 3 or 4 albums, like Abacab, Genesis, the Genesis album, Three Sides Live, but that was it, pretty much. And then after that, all of a sudden, the floodgates opened. This is their one show from 1978. It's at Knebworth. It's at this stadium, essentially. So let's go ahead, take a look at it, and we will discuss afterwards.
All righty.
He's a warrior, so he picks up his sword and goes from the mouth of the monster. He rescues the maiden fair, but we know she's a demon, come to lure him to the demon's lair. Through his foliage, tall trees she leads to a house in a clearing, a place in Havia she calls home. Come with me, I need you. I feel the changed. So glad he's so fit to play a call. Some men never listen, and others never learn. But why this man did as he did, only he will ever know. He knew he was walking into a waiting trap, neatly set up for him with a bait so richly wrapped. So he went inside it, taking all what he found, but he never escaped them. For who can escape what he desired? Come with me, I need you, I need you, I'll give you what it proves to, and something special I've done.
Man, all right. Thoughts, Adrian?
If you slay a monster, be careful about those demons seducing you to take you to their lair.
Right, yeah. Genesis always had kind of a fairy tale aspect to their music, from this point back, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know where Duke falls. It's still kind of a story, but it's a little bit more modern. And then after that, they kind of got rid of the stories and started writing about other stuff, But yeah, so this is kind of right at the end of the storybook era, But how about that performance?
It was an awesome performance. One thing that confused me was seeing Daryl. I guess Daryl is on the bass in this one, and it looks like Mike has his double neck guitar, but one's a 6-string and one's a 12-string instead of one of them being a bass.
Yeah, you're right. He was playing a bass guitar. Yeah, it did look like it was Mike Rutherford that was ripping away at the guitar at the end there, and I was like, oh, didn't realize that happened. I thought it was going to be Daryl, So yes, they had two guys helping them out at this point because if Phil's up front singing, he can't really play the drums. So they had Chester Thompson on the drums, spectacular drummer. He helps them out from seconds out on, and then Daryl Stwermer on bass or guitar, as the case may be.
Yeah. Usually Mike Rutherford would be playing bass.
Yeah, or bass pedals or 12-string or whatever,
Yeah. What he usually did in Genesis, 12-string bass pedals.
Of course, when Steve Hackett left, I'm sure it opened things up a little bit. And he could make some choices. Maybe he's like, all right, now I get to play some solos, for the first time. Whatever the case may have been. So I know that it was a little tough to see them in the video, but I think that it was worth watching the video just because of this particular time period. We haven't seen much from this era, when there's no Steve Hackett and they're not huge multi-million sellers yet. It's kind of that period just before.
Yeah. You get to see a young Phil Collins singing. Looking at the video is a little grainy, but you can tell.
Yeah, maybe someday it'll get restored or something. I mean, it's actually a tough job to restore that, I would say. But, that's how it was in the 70s. It wasn't as easy to get footage of your favorite bands. That's why YouTube comes along. That's why everybody jumped on it. From the old days, like, hey, wow, now we can actually watch Joy Division perform or whatever, So Phil, at this point, was 27 years old, 74 today, and retired. But
he gave us so much music.
Yeah, he really did. He really did, through so many different projects. He was on so many albums, too, in the 80s. It seemed like everybody hired him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun. I'm glad we took a look at that. Folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of that, if you were familiar with the song, if you saw Genesis in this time period, if you ever saw them perform it at all, or if you ever saw them perform, period. Let us know about that. Let us know if you were fans of the band, and if you were, which era was your favorite? Which album was your favorite? That'll tell us, a lot. We'd just love to hear about it. And if you have other suggestions for us, leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us today. We will catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.